Alex Press and Olena Kolesnyk, who returns to
Perfect.
action on July 1st.
Yeah,
Olena, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you. And your pronunciation is much better than mine in English. But I work hard. I'm tired. Like, one of my dreams to take part in action movie. So I don't wanna sound like a Grab Dracula from Hotel Transylvania cartoon, this blah 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 blah. So I work hard to change my accent, but I don't know. My friend said it's cute, don't change it, but I like to be perfect in everything. So one day I will speak pretty like native, I hope so. Not sure, but hope.
It's not bad. It's not bad. You've got a little bit more practice in your favor.
Just a little bit.
Awesome, awesome. Well, you're less than a month away. How are you feeling?
Physically or mentally?
Both.
Physically, I feel great. Like, I have amazing gym, great coaches, great sparring partners, great friends now. So mentally, time to time, like, you know, um, but I cannot complain. Uh, I make my dream true. I do what I love to do. My fights is everything for me. This is like the reason to feel myself alive. So yeah, and especially today, you can see in my social media, like my friends make me some promo of my last fight, and wow, so many people share it. And so we have a famous Ukrainian singer. She make women's rap. Like for women, it's not so popular, let's be honest, besides like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, but she is so quality and so great. And I listen to her like maybe 5 years already. I like her songs, and my friends know that I like her, and they make the video of my fight with her song. And today she texted me like in Instagram, and she make like in my they text in my post, you can see it. So her name is Alena, and I was so like, wow. I texted her and thank you for support. But the most important for me, it was right after my first fight, when the guys who directly in the like in the war, in the most action places, the most dangerous, they saw my fight. And when men's like much older than me text me that I motivate them, it was like, wow, like that's mean I do something important, not uh, I representing for my country, don't get me wrong, and to raise my flag, it's important for me, like for all my life. Like I represent Ukraine since I start to make sport. I'm happy, I'm proud to be Ukrainian, but when soldiers, like really powerful men, text to you that they saw some like girl who fights, and they like, you motivate us, I was like, wow. So it was, I'm crying. Like after the fight, I'm crying because it was a lot of emotions. And I made a huge mistake which I couldn't make. My phone was always with me, so I read the news that Russian Federation sent couple rockets in my hometown till they make a rep on my hand. So I read it just before the fight. I was second pair in the tournament, so it was like, maybe that's why. And my mom didn't answer to me, and I was like, I try to not think about it during the fight. I try to be focused because I work hard, so people believe in me, so hard work I passed. So, but the first thing, actually, which you can hear right after the fight, I cry, mama, it's me, mother, So because, yeah, so mentally, time to time, the most important, my parents alive, my friends in army, well, my team in army now from my hometown, but they alive, and I'm in connection with them. Like you can see, they share my video and their stories. So So yeah, like, but still, when you wake up and you go to sleep, it's scared to read the news and find some names which you know. For example, 1 week ago, was shooten by Russians. One of famous Ukrainian boxer. He was international boxer. He was couple times champion of Ukraine. So young guy, almost in my years. So it's not easy. It's not easy, but Ukrainian people shows to the whole world how strong we are mentally and physically. So
Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that. And I guess just kind of piggybacking off that, like, how do you stay motivated with everything going on and knowing your family's back home? Like, how do you stay motivated to fight?
I cannot share my fear to my family or to my people, because the reason is, like, they say I'm example for them. They say they take example from me, and as I told you, like, I have messages from the huge soldiers, huge generals, which say you motivate us. So how I cannot say that I'm scared something, or like I'm fear something? No, like, of course, you fool if you not fear anything. But for wake up in the morning every day, like, I have huge motivation of my people, of my nation, for the whole country, like, to represent my country for the whole world, for my country, for my people. So I'm totally focused for the fight and the whole tournament at all. So yeah, this, in one way it's a huge motivation, in another way it's a huge pain to see it, which I'm not like, I wouldn't wish anyone to feel what I feel inside, or my people feel inside, especially, as I told in my last interview, just after the fight, you must remember where your blood from. Maybe if you're not Ukraine now, but we all must be united. We all must be support yourself. We must be like one team. So whatever you be in any other part of our beautiful planet, just remember that you are from Ukraine, and glory for Ukraine.
Mm. I wanted to go back and talk about the fight, about your big win last month. Firstly, how did it feel to get back in the win column?
Oh, it felt great, but honestly, like, with such a great team, Jim, don't get me wrong, like, I love my hometown and my team there, my guys, like my family, but here, such a huge high level, like my coach, head coach of MMA, Dennis Davis. Wow, he's so tricky. He teach me a lot of new things on the ground. He was a professional fighter in his past, and he's great, and for me, as a huge fan of K1 fights, to see how Ray Sefer, huge champion, he spar with these boys. Oh, I'm sorry. You see me, da? He spar with these boys, and he kicks the ass of some UFC guys. Don't tell anybody. I'm not saying names. But I saw by my eyes, like, Ray Sefer, like, kick, when you kick, I forget in English, but Becky, and this is wow, like, guys, you need to learn from him. He's legend, and they don't understand how lucky they are. I, like, pray every day for his health, and to watch him, like, real legend near you can share the knowledge of striking, especially I'm striker, like, so it's amazing, like, and surround myself UFC fighters, PFL fighters, Bellator fighters, it's motivate you. I look at some guys and I think, oh, I want to be like him. I want to be strong as you are. He said, but you girl. I said, I don't care. One day, it was funny. One sparring, I said, the guy, oh, one day I kick your ass. And he said, one day, but not today. I said, okay, dude, okay.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. That's great. How did you feel about your performance against Abigail?
Oh, I feel great. Like it was, I told in my first PFL fights. I have a huge pause, more than 2 years with no fights. And even my losses last year, like, listen, don't get me wrong, but I was just excited to come back for action. Fights, like, I like fights, I like win, and I burned my ass a lot to get this win, to be in this country, you know. So, like, I just got, there is no other options, you know. I work really hard. And my coaches, like, everybody watch me, like, everybody support, so I cannot fuck up. So I, like, especially I told you before the fight, I read this horrible news, and I, like, in my mind, I saw the pictures of my mom and my small sister in my hometown. So I think, oh no, no. So yeah, I'm happy to come back with winning, and I'm happy to be the one Ukrainian in the whole tournament. So it's a huge, motivation in one thing, and in another thing, it's a lot of responsibilities to represent your country in a high level. And especially, as I told you, so many soldiers watch me now. So yeah, I need, for this fight, I work more harder than for last fight.
Gotcha. Well, let's talk about it. Vanessa Mello, former UFC fighter. How do you like the matchup?
Let's be honest, like, for me, I'm happy to any matchup. Because, again, it's opportunity for fight, as I told you. And this is so funny. When I fly to the hotel in Texas for the first fight, I saw this girl, and I knew something in Portuguese, so I say her, "Hello, how are you?" Like, I invite her because she knew one in tournament I was last year, you know, like, and I feel something like, it will be interesting to meet the person, like, and it will be interesting because her fight was, and then mine fight. So I honestly, I think, like, maybe we will fight, but who knows, you know, a lot of different girls and a lot of good matchups. So, but she was the first person which I met when I fly to the first fight. So, you know, universe and God work really great. It sometimes we can see, because of us, got some future, you know. So yeah, she was the first one, and now we will fight. We will see.
Awesome. At the end of the day, July 1st, how do you get your hand raised?
What do you mean?
How do you win the fight? What's your prediction?
My prediction, only God know everything. I'm not witch. Don't trust my ex. He cannot prove this. Yes, I fly out of him, but that's not mean nothing. Anyway, like, I will work even harder than I worked for fight before, and just keep your eye on the fight. As I told you, I don't like boring fights. I like to make attention. It's my entertainment. It's showtime for me. After hard work, after, like, everything, sweat, blood in the gym, you finally can make a show, and can people enjoy, and especially, you know, SPN watch, like, show the fight. And as I told you, it's not even about the people who will be in the who come to see a live tournament. Yeah, first of all, thank them, because I saw my flag after my first fight. Some people bring my Ukrainian flag. It was so, like, wow, you know. And it's about the people who will be in the war 1st of July and will watch my fight. And I'm so happy it will be in the beginning, because of time difference. It will be like 12 or 11 p.m. It will be pretty well, but they can watch me, you know, and they not need to wait too much as they wait for the first fight. So yeah, and like, as I told a couple minutes ago, I post in the story, soldier like sent me the video, like I'm with you, like I Twitter it, like wow, like guys, like you know.
That's so awesome. That's very awesome. I want to ask you, why is this upcoming fight so important to you, to Ukraine, and your countrymen back home?
For my people, as I read in some articles, I represent some rocky in a woman's body. You know, after all shit I need to pass, my people still going through. Like I give them the hope that as my tattoo, like never give up. You know, so it will be interesting. Not definitely not easy fight, but all their prayers or their trust in me, in, as I told you, like a rocky version from Ukraine. Yeah, I will try to do my best.
Awesome, awesome. Finally, I wanted to ask you, are you interested in a rematch with Laura Pacheco? Is that a fight that you want this season?
What I actually want, I want to win 1st of July.
No.
Then we will think about the future. I told you, if my ex text you something, don't trust this motherfucker. I'm not witch. I cannot see the future. Only God, I believe in God, you know, only God know everything. So the first fight of 1st of July, then we will see. It will be really disrespectful for my opponent to speak about other one. It's look like I'm not take attention, but it's not true. Like I'm totally focused on my next opponent. So we will see. We will see what will be, but definitely keep your eye on my fight. I will do my best.
Awesome, awesome. I'm excited. All the fans are excited. I want to say thank you for your time. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you have, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
So I want to thank my gym, Extreme Couture. I want to thank all my coaches, who surround me. I want to say huge thanks for the legend Ray Sefa, who share us so huge knowledges. You know, I tell every day these guys, like, you have no idea how lucky you are. Like you can study, you can good strike and everything. I want to thank my new close friend. She like a sister for me now, Sirena. Yes, so she fighting in Invicta. You can see in my social media, like her last fight, I was a little bit crazy because I was worried about her. Yeah, it was showing in TV, and as you know, when I emotional, I don't see how I look like, because the most important the winner of my friend. But when they put camera right in my face, I was like sweat so much, like rah, rah, rah. I was, oh my god, I definitely not married, never, you know. My grandma can like take this idea in the dark shadow. So anyway, yeah. So I want to thank God to be where I am now. I want to thank PFL for giving me such a huge chance to fight in such amazing organization. I fall in love with this organization. The people who work there, like everyone, really nice, and they really help fighters. So I think we all, as a fighter, we need to say huge thanks for them. Like when we fly there, they ask, "Do you need something? Do you need water? Do you need sauna?" You know, everyone help you. It's really respectful to fighters. So I think in PFL, like it's a huge future, and there is a reason why such a huge names like Rory McDonald, like Glenn Sensibao, who fought with Habib before, you know, they are in PFL now. So organization became bigger and bigger. So I'm happy about it, and I'm honored to represent it. And I hope I bring more you crazy Ukrainian fans to the fan base, you know. So we will see. I love to be where I am, and thanks God for everything.